Welcome to this Transforming Learning video where we'll be looking at the Freeform Workspace and how you can get started with it. So when you enter the Freeform app, you'll get your workspace, and over on the left hand side you'll see all your boards that you've used, maybe ones that have been shared recently with you. If you want to delete any of them, if you press and hold the app, you'll get the option to delete it or duplicate it and so on. If you press that little icon, they'll disappear, and you can organise them by the date or by the name. To create a new board, just click the icon with the square and the pen at the top, and over on the left hand side, my recommendation first of all would be to get the students and yourself to name them. So you can rename it, and then what we have is our infinite canvas. So we can remove the dots, they're there by default to help you to line up all your objects, but you can press that to remove it and it's a blank canvas. If I click on the first tool here, which is the pen, and I write something on there, you will see it comes up with the default iPad pen toolbar that you'll see in other apps there. And you can also tell if I switch off the pen and I use my fingers, you can see that you can pinch to see the size of that board, the canvas, that infinite canvas, and you can zoom in to make it bigger. You can also add lines. So if I draw a line there, I can actually, if I draw one and hold it, it will auto refine. It does the same with arrows to make them nicer. It will do the same with shapes that you draw. You just draw the shape, hold it for a second, and it will auto refine them. Our next tool along we have is adding in text. So you double tap to enter your text. And once you've entered your text, you can make it bigger by dragging the little green box. You can also tap on it and you can change the colour of it. You can change the size of it from there as well. You can also click on the three dots to lock it in place so that it then can't move about on the screen. So you can lock it or you can unlock it if you want it to move about. Our next tool is for the addition of shapes. So there's lots and lots to choose from along the top. We have our basic ones where it will insert an arrow, and again you can make that bigger or smaller. But there are lots of objects in there as well that your students might find useful when they're organising information. We'll just insert a tree and I'll drag it into a space there. Again, I can make it bigger by dragging the boxes, or I can click on it and I can change the size. I can change the colour of it. Let's make it green. I can insert text to it and I can make that font bigger or smaller. So if I just double tap on it, I can put the word tree in there. I have some other options as well. When I tap on it, I can put an outline on it as well. Make it bigger, make it thicker, just to enhance all those objects. And again, if you click the three dots, you can duplicate it or you can lock it in shape in on the page, and you can, there's some other different settings that you can use for all your objects. We can then add our post-it notes. So our post-it notes are default are yellow. We can move them about. We can double tap to put our text in. But once we've added our text, if we tap on the post-it note, we get the option to change a colour. It's quite good if you've got students all working maybe in a group. Each group could have their own colour. You can make the text again. You can make it bigger and you can move them about. And you can then start using, you can start connecting up different elements there. There are connectors when you're making mind maps, and we will go over how they work in a different video. You can also add tables in there. If you click on the little icon, once you've inserted it, you can change how many rows and how many columns you would like the table to have, and you can just double click and you can insert the information into the table. And you can change the font size on it as well. Once it's in, you can move it about on, and you can make it bigger and smaller, like all objects. Our last tool on the top is inserting our multimedia. Those are pictures, photos, documents, links, and we'll cover how to add them in a separate video because there's quite a few options with that. Lastly, on the right hand side, we have our 3 dots. Now there is an option there for maths results, and you can have these switched off if students were maybe you were doing calculations with them, or you can have that it inserts the results. So if we do a little calculation here, switch the pen on, 2 plus 2, and then do our equal symbol, what it will do is it will give you the answer to the sum. 5 take away 2, and it will insert the answer there, and that can be switched on or off using the 3 dots. So just a little overview of that workspace that you've got in Freeform.